Namdeo, a third year student at Triple IT Technology, and today I will guide you through some strategies to incur low cost on cloud services. Many businesses follow pay-as-you-go model on the cloud that might result in some unexpected surges in charge, hence exceeding our finance limits. I will tell you certain strategies that can be used to incur low cost. I have prepared a PDF report for this as well that can be downloaded from here, except that I have made a website for better illustration. Let's start with the future. I have mentioned certain services provided by AWS that can be used to reduce the cost. And I have this in the video I have discussed about all the alternatives in the Google Cloud and Microsoft Azure as well. Okay, so here we go. So our first strategy is trusted advisor. So AWS already have some do some checks on all the services and recommend us the best possible practice that should be used. Like it will say that some service are taking extra resources or you have provisioned extra resource where it was not needed and something like that. It can help us efficiently use the resources. Like it here mentioned that we can right size the recommendation, reserved instances and saving plan suggestion and something like that. The alternatives are mentioned here. Okay, so let's move on to the next service. We have pricing calculator. Okay, so here in the pricing calculator, we can calculate and compare the cost for different services we are going to use so that we have an estimate of how much it's gonna cost and we can make best business decision to use services in such a way that will be under our financial constraints. Same are provided by Azure and GCP. Here we can use set up any instance for how much time and we all know the exact value we are gonna incur. Moving on, we have AWS CloudWatch plus Lambda. It's one of the best service provided by the AWS. Now, this is basically a cloud watch that watches over all our metrics and Lambda function that provides us absolute control over all our services. Imagine if we have a virtual machine running and some volume attached to it and we are decided to take a backup or a snapshot. Now after 5 6 months we decided to delete that virtual machine, but we forgot to delete the backup. Now what happens is that that extra backup that has been stored in our cloud service will incur extra cost. So we can set up some lambda functions using CloudWatch uh, so that it will automatically clean up such instances that are not being attached to any virtual machine or volume. Here I have prepared the GitHub repo where I have wrote certain code for the lambda function and you can see from here. Now let's move on to the next service. We have AWS savings plan. So here, like imagine if we have a uh, costing $600 per month. That's our budget. Like this is how we are paying for our service. And if we commit for 1 year for $420, uh, we can get extra discount like 30% discount for choosing savings plan or committing over a year. That will make our $420 per month budget to 600. We will get extra discount so that for committing over a long time, so it can be used to save cost. Like if we optimally use it we can even get a 72% discount. This should be used by the companies to incur low cost and if they are going to use resources for a longer period of time. Next is AWS budgets and alarms. We can set up our budget like I have a budget of $1,000 or $2,000, and if it ever our current limit ever exceed the budget, we will get an alert and we can immediately shut down the services that are costing us much so that we don't have some unexpected surges or for it afterward. Okay, so here we go. Now, which AWS Cost Explorer. So it basically tells us it basically read the previous or historic data and forecast the future cost. It's being a good practice to use it to estimate how much it's gonna cost in next few months. Everything is under the expected amount, and we don't get anything extra. Has been explained here. Next is anomaly detection. So it's a AI-driven anomaly detection. Basically, it takes in our metrics and see if there is some unexpected surge anywhere in the resources, and it immediately informs us. It uses some historic data with some AI reasoning. Uh, we can combine it with AWS budget for early anomaly detection. Now next is some self-healing infrastructure. As I was talking about the Lambda functions, we can set up multiple services that will automatically heal the server, or just like automatically terminate some idle resources so that they don't take extra cost, or delete the old storage devices that we might forget. Using AWS Lambda can trigger, like using AWS Lambda with CloudWatch can automatically trigger such actions. It can be even event driven or scheduling as well. Like every 24 hours, you can check if there are some idle resources and shut them down. So this was it. All the code are available on the GitHub. Here, I hope you I hope you learned about the cloud strategies, and I hope it was useful. Please do give your feedback. Thank you.